for me a little bit where he didn't. I don't always want to be hard. I don't always want to have to be so protective, but he hasn't. But we are in a game.
For the very first time in my entire existence, Venita made me wonder if I actually know the meaning of the word betrayer, because judging from the story that she shared with Big Brother during her direct section today concerning her cousin New, I kept wondering, is she actually aware of the word that she's using? Because she's saying that New betrayed her, that while they were outside, they were best of friends before New now participated in Big Brother Naija season 5 lockdown. But it has to do with the choice of her kind of guy, and he kept on fighting for New while New was inside Biggie's house and she was outside. Based on the fact that New dated V, and not only dated V while they were in Biggie's house, but they extended the relationship at the end of the show. Judging from what I read on the streets of social media, I got to realize that Venita contributed hugely on the reason why New and V went their separate ways. While Venita was narrating to Big Brother, she said that prior to New participating in Big Brother Naija season 5 lockdown, that they were best of cousins, that New used to come to Venita's house and spend his holidays. And then he now went for Big Brother and now choose to date somebody that Venita does not like, and ever since then that they have not been best of friends. And all the efforts that Venita made for them to have a conversation over that it did not work, only for New now to come to these all-stars and is now trying to become friends with her, that she's not going to take that. Then my confusion became more confused, because I was like, Venita, what you can concern you with the choice of New's girlfriend? Because from what you just said now, that it all started when New went against you to date who you does not like. So all this matter for no arise if New has dated who you actually like. And then I became more concerned on the fact that you have no business on who New wants to date. Allow this guy to be now. Secondly, I remember that yes, New said something during their meeting when they are getting ready for their wager tax. Venita picked unnecessary offense. New has made attempt almost 3 times to apologize to you, and you refused. And here you are in Biggie's diary room saying what is not exactly what is happening, or you forgot to know that Biggie is always watching. I am just unpacking all this dramatic direct session on Venita that I forgot to tell you guys that this is the voice of the Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces of all the entire occurrences of the ongoing Big Brother Naija season 8 team All-Stars. And my usual primary assignment is to always summarize all the entire occurrences that has occurred, occurrence and my bet for the occurrences. And
our biggest divide came from the time when he was in the house, and I didn't agree with some of his choices.
I noticed that Venita is just creating unnecessary drama. Remember her profession now. She's an actor. Because I remember that Neo had a conversation with Uriel at the end of the Saturday night party. And Neo complained to Uriel that Tolani Badge is the only person that cares so much about him. That during their preparation for this All-Stars edition, that is Tolani Badge that was his HR. Tolani Badge always call Neo. Hope you're getting ready. They have sent me email. Have you checked your email? Neo also made mention to Uriel that Tolani Badge was the person that convinced him to participate in this All-Stars edition, whereas his cousin Venita did not even contribute. Now, I have to say that I understand that Venita might not call New on all of these things is because Venita has already made mention that she tried to just create an avenue for Venita and New to have a conversation over their fight, but it couldn't happen because she also understood that New has been very busy working hard to just earn a living. Out of blues, Venita just strategically changed the conversation and started making case for her children on how she's just working so hard for her children to just have a good life, on how her mate has been doing so well that they have already rooted their careers, but look at her here, she's now struggling to just make both ends meet. Then I was like, Madam, are you just telling us the story of your children, or are you strategically pleading for vote? Tell us that you are canvassing for we viewers to vote for you, because I don't understand this your unnecessary drama. And hey, I am going to be brutal with all these housemates, because each and every star that is in this All-Stars edition came in with a strategy for everything that they do or say. It is all about strategy. They know how to strategically say things that will convince you to just vote for them, including the ones that are having an anxiety attack, the ones that are just saying they are playing pity card, the ones that are crying up and down. All of them know exactly what they are doing. The next thing, Venita come begin to cry. Then I remember that she loves just to cry. Now one of her strategies just to cry. Remember that she cried that night that she had a fight with Elebahe. She also cried unnecessarily after she had a clash with Angel. So this cry is not just new to me. The first thing, no, she just started to tell us, say, her age and her set has their career already rooted. In as much as something happened, though it is her decision, she's now referring to her divorce. And now, she's now working so hard to just protect her children, to secure their future, because she knew that if the children were to be her and her, their children, that they are going to still take the responsibility of just making things to work hard. All these stories, I don't understand you, Venita. As much as I was pissed, I realized that Biggie is more angry than I am. And when Biggie was like, Venita,
have to be so protective.
Biggie is absolutely tired with Venita's ranting and complaint, because immediately she just made her way into the diary room. It was just a simple question. How are you feeling? That was when Venita took over 1 hour, 35 minutes, 30 seconds to narrate all the things that Biggie did not even ask her. So Biggie have to remind Venita that I am asking about loyalty. And then Venita now told Big Brother, well, that she does not have any time to just question anybody's royalty, but people has been questioning her own royalty. Then I wondered again, you are not questioning anybody's royalty, then why are you now telling us the story of New and the betrayer? Then are you not just contradicting yourself at this particular moment? And she went on to just narrate the story that happened between her and the BBNAIJA season. You know, there are 5 in number in the persons of her, Venita, Fraud, Sheyi, Ike, and Mercy. She now said that they had an agreement for all of them to just nominate a particular housemate for a pardon me. But according to her, when she was explaining to Sheyi upstairs, and when she was just coming downstairs, she now met Kidwire, and then she passed after Kidwire also spoke to Venita, begged Venita to just call his name. Then she now saw Adekunle, of which we all know that Venita is already developing a feeling for Adekunle. Hence, she just decided to go into the diary room for her to just call Adekunle's name. She also had a conversation with Fraud, telling Fraud that she is sorry for not calling Fraud's name. Fraud was like, it's okay, the point is that I am already the housemate that has the pardon me for week 3, but though I feel betrayed, but it's all fine and good. Venita is still not having it. She still went in again to have a conversation with Adekunle, telling Adekunle that the BBNAIJA gang people are just coming for her based on the fact of her choice of the pardon me. And they said that it's because Fraud is expecting a child. Adekunle was like, that's enough reason for them to just even nominate him for the pardon me. Venita still went on and on, giving unnecessary instances about the loyalty, betrayal, and there and tears and everything that would just convince us to just vote for her. Then Big Brother interrupted for the second time. Big Brother is already getting tired, if not irritated, with all these rants of Venita. Then Big Brother is asking Venita about whispering, and she just said that yes, in as much as everybody understood that whispering is not meant to just happen in Biggie's house, but it's just in humans' nature for them to always whisper things that they don't want every other person to hear. It's just when they now realize that it's against the rules that they just have to just retrace whatever they have just said. Big Brother also asked Venita about the parrot, and up till now, Venita is yet to understand that that parrot talking has to do with her, in as much as she was just trying to figure it out, because she was like, yes, that she was busy in the closet when she just heard a noise. She did not even pay attention until she was called that her name is being mentioned. Then listening to it, she realized that it has to do with a conversation that has to do with Ike, either between her and Ike, or Ike is just discussing with other people that make reference to her, because according to Venita, what she heard the parrot said is that Venita knows, but she's yet to just place her hands on the exact conversation. Madam, by the time you hear that conversation, it's going to be a great war between you and Ike. And she wanted to continue to speak and talk and rant and complain and whine. Biggie was like, my dear Venita, your diary section has come to an end. Even when she stood up to leave, she was still talking. In this diary section of Venita today, she did not only complain, she discussed betrayal, she cried, she told us that her daughter features need to be secured. In all these things, this is Venita's strategy. Venita is just this kind of person that's just creating unnecessary drama, because if she just meant it, the way she just said it in the diary room, it takes her nothing for her to just have a conversation with me, because you are saying that Neo does not come holidays the way he used to come before he came into Biggie's house. Yes, you want him to remain Neo is a boy, you don't want him to be Neo is a man, Abby. Then Neo is saying again that you don't even care about him, especially when you guys were preparing for this All Stars edition. Then Neo is making a way for Ona to have a conversation. Then you are not saying no. If you have common sense, you should just sit with your cousin, so that you people will just work on how you are going to just achieve a good strategy in Biggie's house, even if it means you including yourself, Neo and Tola Nebat. The three of you is enough to create an alliance that can make you three last in Biggie's house? Well, I'm still waiting for news direct section. Let's see what New just have to say concerning the fight that happened between him and Venita. While waiting to see the advice Biggie might just give you at the end of his direct section, and if they are still going to have that conversation, or if Venita will continue going to beef his brother unnecessary. Now it's time for you to just share a thought with me. From all this my analysis and narration that has to do with Venita's direct section. Now, what do you think about Venita? Is it just being unnecessarily dramatic, or do you think that it's about time that she decides to have a conversation with New? I can't wait to just read your comments, but please, while you are at that, I will always tell you, 1 Corinthians 14:40. Is this the first time ever you are coming across my channel and just want to live the way you just entered? It's not fair now. Please patronize me by simply clicking on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel, and also do endeavor to turn on the notification bell that is right beside the subscribe button for you not to miss out once I upload any interesting gist that has to do with the ongoing BBNAIJA season 8 All Stars edition. As an entertainer, it's always my pleasure to entertain you guys with entertaining entertainment. And just like I have said in my first video upload today, expect drama, strategy, cuddling. It might even be aggressive. Anything that can just make you to vote for a particular housemate for not to be evicted on Sunday. And bye-bye. Go and vote for your favorites.